A guest house and a few other structures have been destroyed in a fire that broke out on the Toitskloof Mountain Pass between Paarl and Worcester in the Boland this morning. Strong winds are fanning the fire, which is moving in the direction of the Newtown and Paarl areas. However, Cape Wineland's fire spokesperson Justin Lawrence says the Toitskloof Pass is currently open. Approximately 250 hectares of vegetation has been burnt. There have been no deaths or injuries reported and no evacuations at this stage. Well, our reporter Vanessa Puna is monitoring this story for us. She joins us now live from Paarl. Vanessa, good afternoon. What's the extent of this fire? Is it under control?
Yes, good afternoon to you. At this point, firefighters are telling us that the fire has not yet been contained, having broken out on the slopes of the Toitskloof overnight, just after midnight. So far, over 600 hectares of veld have already burnt. Now, at the moment, I see and hear overhead, there are two helicopters from the South African National Defence Force assisting in firefighting efforts. And what we've been told is that their help has really gone a long way in battling this blaze. Just behind me is a structure. It is a guest cottage, one of about 10 structures which have been destroyed and burnt in this fire which has been raging since last night. We believe that windy conditions, gusty winds, as well as very, very hot conditions today. It's an absolutely sweltering day in Paarl, have also hampered firefighting efforts. But joining me just to get a summary is Justin Lawrence, and he is from the Incident Command Centre in Paarl. Justin, a very warm good afternoon to you. At this point in time, is this fire under control? What is the latest?
At the moment, we can't say it's under control. We are aiming to contain the line that's heading towards Paarl out in Wellington. The ignition point, we have managed to contain that line, but the priority is the area that's heading out towards Wellington.
Justin, two helicopters from the South African National Defence Force, and you've mentioned earlier on over 100 firefighters from various organisations and municipalities coming together to battle this blaze.
That's right. We've got about 160 firefighters altogether. They range from teams made up from Cape Winelands and Drakensberg municipality, as well as Cape Nature, and working on fire, and the aerial resources as well have been very useful from the Defence Force.
Heavy smoke hanging over the Paarl area today. The weather conditions going forward, there's not much wind as yet, but I believe the windy conditions pick up towards evening, and also it's a scorching day today. The forecast over the next day or so?
It was extremely windy overnight, and it has died down quite a lot, but temperatures are still very high, and the wind is expected to pick up quite a bit this evening, so we are still monitoring that.
And at this point, Justin, you have not ordered any evacuations of yet. I suppose people would have seen the smoke and the flames overnight and decided to leave. But is there an official, or has there been an official evacuation call?
We've not called for any official evacuations yet, but there have been families that have decided to evacuate on their own accord.
Thank you very much, Justin Lawrence, the spokesperson for the Incident Command at Paarl. No injuries reported as yet, and also about 10 structures that have been destroyed in this blaze. It's been a week of heavy work for firefighters across the Western Cape. Last week on Tuesday, fires broke out in the Somerset West area, still keeping firefighters on their toes and, of course, closely monitoring and actively battling this fire raging here in Paarl and Wellington area.
All right, Vanessa, thank you very much. Vanessa Puna live from Paarl in the Boland.